Matthew McConaughey's father, James, died in 1992, just days after his son began making in Dazed and Confused. Matthew McConaughey spoke to his experience grieving his father, James, after his death in 1992. McConaughey's father died just days after the actor began working on the set of Dazed and Confused, the movie that launched his career. The Oscar winner described his father's death as the biggest moment of becoming a man. Matthew McConaughey is opening up about the impact his father's death had on him. McConaughey, 55, took part in a conversation with Landman star Jacob Lofland for Interview magazine published Thursday, April 10, during which Lofland, 28, noted that his own father recently passed. McConaughey and Lofland, who co-starred in 2012's Mud together, spoke to their experiences with grief. McConaughey's own father, James, died in 1992, just as the actor's career began to take off. Well, when my father moved on, it was obviously hard because I didn't even think he was killable, you know, McConaughey reflected. Through the mourning and the pain, it's the biggest moment of becoming a man. Do you feel like I felt? I remember feeling like there's a certain safety net that I've always had behind me that's gone. In response, Lofland described experiencing just a lonely feeling after his father's death. Because dads are, like, they're above the law. I remember, though, gaining a lot of courage, McConaughey added. There were things I was doing that he had taught me how to do, but I was kind of half-assing them because I felt like, well, the real dude's right behind me. His moving on kind of gave me a kick in the caboose to have courage. During the conversation, McConaughey added that ultimately his father's death grounded me in a really courageous way, and said having his 3 children with wife Kamala Alice McConaughey proved the next thing that was seminal in my life. McConaughey has spoken about his father in the past, including during a 2023 appearance on Lex Fridman's podcast in which he said he still misses James. I've based parts of all kinds of characters I've played, and the man that I am on people that he introduced me to and who he was, he said at the time. He would have loved the creative process of working on a script or talking about movies. In that 2023 interview, McConaughey noted that his father died 5 days after he began working on 1993's Dazed and Confused, his first big screen project. Now that I think there is something beautiful about that, he said. He didn't ever come to the set, we didn't talk about it, but he was alive for me to start something that was more than a fad that would become something that I love to do. McConaughey recently premiered his new movie The Rivals of Amzia King at the SSAV Film Festival in March. The movie does not yet have a release date.